name is Dana, and for this vlog entry, I will be talking about my personal reflection on the readings that had to do with where the internet came from, like where it began. And so the origins of the internet are actually rooted in the USA of the 1950s. The Cold War was at its height, and there were huge tensions that existed between North America and the Soviet Union. Both of them were in possession of very deadly nuclear weapons, and people lived in fear of attacks just daily. The US realized that it needed a communication system that couldn't be affected by the Soviet attack. At this time, computers were very big, they were large, and they were expensive machines. So at this time, they were expensive machines that were exclusively used by the military scientists and the university staff. These machines were very powerful but limited in numbers, and researchers grew frustrated because they needed to require access to the technology, but they had to travel very, very far to be able to get that access. To solve this problem, researchers started doing quote-unquote time sharing, and this basically means that users could simultaneously access a mainframe computer through a different series of terminals. However, individually, they only had a fraction of the computer's actual power at their command. The difficulty of using such systems led to various scientists, engineers, and organizations to research the possibility of a large-scale computer network. And so I also learned that there wasn't one specific person who basically came up with the internet. There was a group of people who came up with the internet, and when networking technology was first developed, a number of scientists and engineers brought their research together to create ARPANET, spelled ARPANET. I'm kind of glad that they went with the internet route, because I don't know if I'd be able to call it the ARPANET. Some of the influential figures that I wanted to personally shout out for creating the internet is Paul Barron, Lawrence Roberts, Leonard Kleinrock, Donald Davies, Bob Kahn, and Vint Cerf, Paul Mockapetris, John Postel, Tim Berners-Lee, and Mark Andreessen. These are some of the influential people who have put their little fingers and creativity into making the internet such a wide and broad, accessible network for people like you and me. Thank you.